All right, hey everybody. We got another dope video for you using the 2024 1DOPE planner. And so if you go back, we got a previous video. We'll figure out how to link it. But we have a previous video that actually goes over how we set up all of our notebooks. Now we're going to go ahead and set up the calendar. So first what we want to do is make sure that our pen is in edit mode, not in the like read-only hyperlink mode. And I am using Note Shelf. Actually, disregard that. I'm using Goodnotes because I go back and forth and use that. So what I do is, especially if I have my dates for the year at a glance, I go ahead and highlight them out. So number one, so I don't forget if I have to look at my calendar really quick from a high level. And then the second reason why I do that is because if there's like themed months, like, March is Women's Empowerment Month, and there's so many, different events there. And then there's some April's Financial Literacy. So different things that you can put on there so you can plan out, right, the rest. And I'm gonna take this second to take a pause for the cause and put on some lotion, and we're going to come back. I know my hands are a little ashy, but I don't like using a lot of lotion when I plan, and I'm going to tell you why. Because the pen gets too slippery, and then I can't, do what I need to do, but my hands are really dry. All right, we'll kind of wipe some of that off. So that's just a planning tip. I do always clean my screen, not just before I like come on here live, but I also do it before I plan because it makes the grip. I do have a Paperlike screen, Paperlike, not the brand Paperlike, so it's more of a matte screen protector on here. So that's when you get the, hear that? I guess the ASMR type, whatever. All right, so let's just get busy. So what I do first is I know some of the dates that I have. So you could do a couple things. You could use a color, like a color palette. I do have my personal palette up here that I use now that we have this dropper lifesaver. So you could use the dropper. So you go under custom. So I'm under the highlighter right now. I'm gonna use the highlighter color. I'm gonna use the pen dropper and the color that, not the white color. There's the pen dropper. And I want to get that color. I also want to get this color. And then the other one I like is actually this one. So I'm going to get that one too really quick. Oh, not like that. There, cool. It's added to presets. All right, I think that's it. There was another really pretty blue color. I don't know where I got it from. So I'm just going to do a couple so you can kind of get the gist. So I'm going to go to the highlighter, keep the draw in a straight line. And first, you just kind of figure out how big or how thick you want your highlighter, right? So I had mine at 3.95. So just somewhere around there. And there it is. Press and hold and you get a straight line. All right, so I know a couple of dates just kind of off the rip. So what I do is I'm going to block those off so you can, get tighter in. And I'm just going to hit the highlighter, make sure I have the right color. That's the eraser. Make sure I have the color I want. I'm going to use this red. And there, press and hold. And like I know I have a meeting. There's that. If you want to be type A, you can move it over a little bit, but for this purpose, we're not. And then the other thing, so if I have a meeting that's a day meeting, then all I'm going to do is a dot. So I know I have a big meeting here. Now you can resize it if you want it to like kind of take up that whole space like that. And I know I have like another meeting here. So then what I would do if I'm looking at this Then I'm going to go down here and I'm going to actually write these dates. So I have another kind of point. So I know 1/5 to 1/7, I have a meeting. And then I also have a meeting on 1/16. I have a meeting on 1/24, right? And then I can go in and I just do this. If it's a week or more than one day, I just kind of do the highlighter. If it is actually the day, I'm just gonna copy that dot and I'm actually gonna put that dot back over here and just move it right there. Or the other thing you could do is, again, if you just want to make it more aesthetic, so there it is, and you can use your pen. I probably would make this a little bit thinner, and you just go right in and put like 1/24 and then meeting, and that way you can kind of get a gist of just using like the perfect dot. Right, and then move it up. There it is. So if I needed to, you know, somebody was asking me, hey, can you, I don't know, do a meeting on the 16th? No, right, from a high level. The other thing is, so I use this website also for calendar, things going on in 2024. So these are all the awareness days. So we have a holiday, of course we have Martin Luther King Day. So you could do a couple things. You could actually, of course, I would use a different color for maybe holidays. And if you get this day off, or you know, for some reason, or celebration that weekend, that day, you do that here, and then come down here, put the dot. I would just personally just copy it. Put it right here, paste to match style, and then kind of and you can come over here and put MLK Day, activity. It would help if I could spell. All right. I know some of y'all are like, can the girl spell? Let's just do it right. Okay. So that way you can kind of know what's going on. The other thing, like okay, National Popcorn Day. So, I mean, if you do content, it's, you know, great. You know, I am into, or look at Cervical Cancer Prevention Week. So if I'm doing something for cancer, then this would be how I would do that. Is, of course, I would definitely have a different code. So I probably would use this pink one. And then more than likely what I would do is make this, since it's going into my work week, is I would make this a smaller line. And then kind of move that down just a little bit. It does go all the way to the 28th. So then I would highlight that too. Right, and then come down here and write cervical cancer. Prevention. And of course use that highlighter. You can of course do not that. What is it? 122 to 128. And then highlight that. So that's just kind of one way. If you're, you know, from a high level. You could put dots for, you know, birthdays. I really like this one because, you know, depending on, you know, what you do, if you're looking for content, again, you know, I do pretty much everything cancer, women, and finance. Look at that, wear red day. I like that day. All right, so just other things. So great ideas. So as you're planning, you know, like I said, January, so January, February, March, shoot, April, right? There's all these different days that if you're planning events, workshops, all of that, you can kind of put it all here. And like I said, you can color code it so real easily, you know, easy you can see what's going on. The other thing is you can, so I'm going to move that back over to the side, is, you know, with the sticker book, you can also decorate so it doesn't look so blah, or you don't have to. I mean, either way, it's going to work. Right? Whatever works for you works. So I'm just going to see what one of these will look like. I need to, there we go, crop. That is what I was looking for. I'm going to do freehand, and I'm going to take this one and move it so you can like move, like if you wanted to do a blob. I don't like that one, probably not a good choice, but you can kind of get creative and put a blob over there, copy, and move this one here. So if you just wanted to bring some extra like color, you can, you know, put a quote. Maybe you put one halfway through. The other thing you could do is, like if you're doing the 12-week year, let's say that your 12 week starts, I don't know, here. You can block these off into different colors. So here's what I'm talking about. So kind of show you. We'll use the shapes tool. I'm going to change the color just so you can kind of see. So y'all can see. So let's say that this month, I know, doesn't look like a complete square. Okay. So if you tap on it one more time, so I just tapped on it, and that's when the other blue dots came in. So I can resize this how I want. There we go. So there it is. So when I tap on the outside of it, okay, so you may not like the lines like this. So here's how you fix that. If you lasso the middle, and look at that, isn't that a game changer? I'm just saying. And I want to get rid of that, and I'm going to put this back over. Oh, I made a copy, but that's fine. Oh, okay, it looked like I made a copy. Because if your 12 weeks go here and into April, or you just aesthetically just want to make them look different, this is exactly how you do it. But I would make one and then duplicate. I think you can recolor this one. Yes, you can. Okay, when you do it just exactly how I did it, you can recolor the boxes. And I actually kind of like that. So that way, so for me, I think mine goes like this. Now here's what's going to be interesting. So this is a new feature on Goodnotes that you can arrange. So notice how this is, like this is an image and that is an image. I want this image here to go behind the blob. So I'm going to send it to the back. Or I need to send the blob to the front. Okay, I think that it works because it's translucent. That's why it's doing that. So there's that. Let's see. I actually kind of like this. I just actually came up with that. So you could do another. Let's get back here. All right, hello. That's not what I wanted. All right. God bless you. I have a little sneezer in here. There we go. Color. So let's say I wanted this to be green. So now you can look at it visually also by like 12 weeks or quarters. So if your weeks, let's just say for instance, and I'm not going to get too much into it, but you got to be back under that shapes and tap nicely. That's not what I want. I wonder why I won't do it anymore. Okay, I don't know if Goodnotes is having a bug or something. But let's just make another copy. Paste, match style, put it right there. I think it may be because I took the, but it should still do it. I was trying to see if I needed to, if I can adjust the size again, but I think it's because I took the outliers on there. But this way you can look at your calendar saying, okay, this is my first 12 months. This actually, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this is exactly what I'm gonna do. I actually just came up with that. I'll probably take these blobs off of here. Not too crazy, or at least move them, I don't know, down or further away. Or shrink them or something. I'll probably shrink them. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just throw it over there for now. But this is how I plan yearly, a year at a glance first. So that way I have all of the, like I said, March is Women's Empowerment Month. So, you know, I may actually just kind of go up here and just say Women's Empowerment Month. And if you have like a theme, for the month, then I just take my little lasso. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Now, see how I picked up that because it's so close. So what you have to do is just pick up a little section, and then I need to place that again. And I really don't need it this big, so I'm going to resize just that. And maybe over, again, you can get really, really creative with it. I'm just gonna leave it just like that, right? Because I'm not trying to take too much time, but enough for me to say, okay, Women's Empowerment Month, like I'll put International Women's Day. So let's just look back over at our, so I do know that it is in March. So let's just go to March. Maybe. Let's go to March 1st. All right, so March, eating disorder, self-harm, national peanut butter, employee, endometriosis. I mean, they have everything. Ovarian cancer month. Okay, so that's another thing. So if I was going to do something or not, walk all over cancer, that'll be something fun. I mean, to, you know, event-wise. But I think it's March 8th. I think it's the first. There's an employee appreciation. I mean, there's so many things in March. Oh, you know what? It's still doing March 1st. Duh. All right, let's look at the next week. New homes. Almost looks like the same thing, but y'all kind of get what I'm saying. Okay, and so you can kind of go in here, but so I would just find out when the International Day is and write all that. But again, this way you can look at everything from a high level. The other thing is this is hyperlinked, so when you click the January, it's going to go to January. The other thing I would do is I would have these double. I don't know what just happened? Let's go back. It's my training ones. There it is. All right. So, oh, hello. There it is. Don't ask me what just happened. Okay. And so that way I can have my year here, and then I can go to my month here. Do the same thing. Get my highlighter. Highlight. Now I'll probably use a bigger or a thicker highlighter. I'll probably use that one. Here. I know that's pink, right? But don't worry. I will match them. I can go back and change the color if I need that color. So there it is. Color. And then I would, now you could also just go over here and just grab these and put it here. You can put that dot there, or this is honestly what I would really do, is erase that. I'm just gonna move that to the side just a little bit. So we know it's the 16th. So what I would do is I would take this box. Okay, turn it into a box. Make sure it's the size I want. So maybe it's something that only happens half a day. Right? And then again, you can take the lasso just that section. There's your half day box. And then you can put, eating. Right there. So that way something's going on. Here I would probably write eating 1-5 through 1-7. And then, but I have it in both places, right? So this really is more high level. This is monthly, and then we'll go from monthly to weekly. So I've only put information like this, meetings, if it's Women's Empowerment Month, like big dates, and then breaking it down here. And then I even go more detail on weekly. But that's how you would use the year at a glance. I'm pretty sure there's more ideas. That's kind of how I would use it. This I'm definitely going to use, so that way visually I can, in my mind, break up 12 weeks at a time when it comes to goals and everything. All right, so hope that helps. Talk to you soon.